Hi, I'm Ines Ferre with The Daily. I'm here with Carmen Gentile, a freelance international reporter who's covered the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's here in New York in between trips to Afghanistan. Carmen, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you were just in Afghanistan, but this is after you had been injured in September of 2010 there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Back in 2010, I was embedded with U.S. forces in eastern Afghanistan in Kunar province, very hot, volatile area of the country on the Pakistani border. A lot of the Pakistani Taliban crossed that porous border to fight U.S. forces there. I was embedded, and that means staying with U.S. troops in a very small combat outpost, and we were doing a foot patrol through a very small village, just about 5 kilometers from Pakistan, and a man carrying a rocket-propelled grenade launcher fired it at a group of us.
Am I gonna lose the eye?
You're not gonna lose your eye. All right, hey, look at
It didn't detonate, but it did a significant amount of damage both to my vision, it blinded me, and fractured many bones in my face.
And how have you been able to recuperate since then? How are you doing now?
I'm doing much better now. I've had multiple surgeries to repair my eye and my face. I have 4 titanium plates in my face, and I've had surgeries that have returned most of my vision. I have a corrective lens that's surgically implanted into my eye, and I have almost near perfect vision in that eye now.
Did you notice anything different when you went back?
At first, yes. Frankly, I was frightened. I was scared. It took me a few weeks to get over that fear and get back into the rhythm, but I was able to do it, and I felt at home and at ease. You never really feel at ease in a war zone, but I felt I was able to do my job just as well as I did before.
You've lobbied to go to these places even after this injury that you had in Afghanistan in 2010. Where does that come from?
I have the desire because these, I feel, are important stories. I like to be in places where people need to know what's happening at the front lines of a story.
There go the rockets. All right.
I think the best way to tell a story about what's happening in a country like Afghanistan is to meet with local people in these small villages, and that's what the vast majority of people are in Afghanistan, and to spend time with the young men and women, U.S. forces and NATO forces in these countries who are doing the fighting and making the sacrifices. Their stories deserve to be told.